only just recently figured out what Order 66 was. That messed me up. That messed me up when I watched it in the Clone Wars. I watched that last night, actually. Like, truthfully, genuinely, I quite enjoy Anakin. Probably mostly mainly because he's hot. He has the Draco Malfoy effect, right? Misunderstood, angsty, making poor decisions, but he's just a kid. But he makes decisions so bad that, like, he's very easy to villainize. So, blah, 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 Anakin, misunderstood. That's the end of our story about him, pretty much. Ooh. We can try to find treasure. On to Padme, I guess. Kind of a psycho bitch. Because what's she doing dating someone that she knew when they were literally, like, a fucking infant? Like, he was a baby. Come on, what are you doing? Right? Like, you're a princess. You can date whoever you want. A million billion people in the galaxy. Probably could have, like, dated an alien or something crazy, but had to go with the human kid who can ride a fucking scooter. Like, really? That bugs me. And I was talking about this with my boyfriend, because who else am I going to talk to? And I told him, I was like, I really just don't like Padme. And he's like, yeah, because you want to be her. And I took that to heart, because genuinely, mind your business, watch your mouth. You're right, but we don't need to say it out loud. Like, because I get it. Like, she's for the girls, right? Like, I do feel like Padme is genuinely, like, kind of a girl's girl, right? Like, she's gonna help you. She's not gonna talk about you. Like, and if she does talk about you, she's gonna talk about you so far behind your back that it will never get back to you. Like, she would tell fucking R2-D2, she's like, she really shouldn't be wearing that. But, like, only to the fucking droids. That just feels like what she would do, right? Like, she's talking bad so far behind your back. Like, she's writing it in her diary type shit. She's not actually telling you because she's just deeply insecure herself. Obi-Wan, I don't even know how I feel about Obi-Wan, because it's been so long since I've paid any attention to him in storylines. I feel like he is, like, so far up the Jedi Council's ass that, like, he doesn't even fucking know what to do himself, right? Oh, we have to go back to Anakin now, because, like, he did kill a bunch of kids. Like, I know he did that, and I know that's bad, but, like, Anakin is so deep. He needs, like, a whole fucking iceberg, and I'm sure that there are some, but I'm not that person. I'm not gonna do that, because that's too much. So we already closed the book on Anakin. He's just misunderstood. It's fine. But he killed so many babies. Anyway, Obi-Wan, that whole, like, you were supposed to destroy the Sith, not join them. You were my brother. You were a brother to me, Anakin. Like, that whole bullshit ripped my heart out. Absolutely gut-wrenching. Like, Ewan, you did a great job. Fantastic. You're, like, quite a sexy individual, if I do say so myself. But, like, come on. Like, you can think for yourself. Just because you're so far one with the Force doesn't mean you can't have your own fucking decisions and whatnot. Right? Alright, moving on. Let's go to Ahsoka next. Now, I understand that Ahsoka was literally, like, fucking 12 in the beginning of Clone Wars, and fucking Anakin was, like, 19. But the tension between the two of them, oh my god. And I'm being so deadass. Like, so the most deadass I've been about anything. Ahsoka and Anakin should have been together, because what the fuck is Padme? Right? And it just bothers me. And maybe it's just because of the power dynamic. I don't know. But what the fuck? But, like, he had a nickname for her and everything? Are you kidding me? No, the baby turtle. I don't even know where we're running off to. We're just fucking, like I said at the beginning, we're just yapping to yap. And then she was having this interaction with Luke Skywalker, whose face was, like, CGI'd onto him, and I thought it looked absolutely dreadful. It looked really bad the first time they did it. But then, like, the second time came around, and I was kind of like, okay, that kind of, you're doing a little bit better at it, but it makes me really uncomfortable because that weirds me out. AI freaks me the fuck out. I'm just being so honest with you. AI just, like, weirds me out at this point, and I don't know what to do about it. And also, by the way, so when I was watching the Clone Wars, I only watched, like, the last couple episodes, and, like, a few in between and such. So I saw that she, like, got accused of murder, or, like, bombing someplace. So she got accused of something, and the Jedi Council was like, oh, well, I'm pretty sure you did it, probably, because the evidence says you did. Even though there's also evidence that says you didn't, but we're gonna think that you did, and they, like, kind of fucked her, right? But then, you know, Anakin went out of his way to figure out who actually did it, and then they were like, oh my god, we're sorry, we didn't know, this was just a test through the Force. Like, fuck you, come on. Like, that's some, like, I'm all for, like, let's use the Force to our advantage, let's deal with all that shit, but if it's gonna be so far up your fucking ass that you're not even gonna give someone a fair trial, then you're gonna be like, oh, it was just the Force testing us. No, fuck you. Like, that pissed me off. Good for her that she left. Right? Like, good for her that she left. Oh, I cracked myself up. Like, maybe if Anakin was just loved, maybe if the Jedi didn't have to sever themselves from every fucking human attachment they could possibly have, even not human attachment, every attachment, if they didn't have to completely isolate themselves, maybe Anakin wouldn't have gone fucking psycho, right? But then again, Anakin went psycho because he was in love with Padme. So maybe I get it, but at the same time, like, if we can just all love each other and have relationships, and, like, maybe he should have, like, told someone that he was being threatened and they would have fixed it. Because can't they all sense it? This is massive. It's a really bad idea for me to go down there. Oh, there's a mine shaft. Okay. I'm trying to think who else I can talk about. Let's talk about General Grievous. Yes, I know he's a robot, but he's, like, kind of hot. That's all I have to say about him, realistically. I did enjoy the, whatever the fuck it was, ion blaster type thing, whatever that shit was, in Clone Wars. That was entertaining. That was fun. That was good, whatever. Oh, look at that. Jackpot right away. Woohoo! I don't know where they are. Okay, it's fine. So that's how I feel about him. Let's talk about Grogu. That's who we'll talk about next. We'll talk about Grogu. Cutest fucking thing I've ever seen in the history of the world. He's fucking adorable. Like, I cannot live my life without him. He is so tiny. He is so perfect. His little ears and the way he walks make me genuinely want to cry. Like, scream and crawl out of my skin. He is so fucking perfect. I cannot explain it to you in any way other than that. Spoiler alert if you haven't watched The Mandalorian yet. When he put on that fucking armor, are you kidding me? Are you actually genuinely kidding me? Okay, continuing with my Mandalorian train of thought. Din Djarin, Pedro Pascal. Oh my god. Okay, little information about me. Right, so there is a community of people on TikTok who have started wearing masks. And these are any type of masks, right? These are biker helmets, these are ghost face masks, these are masks mimicking Ghost from Call of Duty. These are everything and anything you can kind of think of. With that being said, watching Star Wars, where quite a few characters are wearing masks, in their armor and such, it's very interesting thing to look at and to see. So, Pedro Pascal wearing a mask, absolutely, completely, 100%, wonderful, I love it. And his character development was just beautiful, absolute, like, peak television, I loved it. He's a fantastic character, and I really do quite enjoy him. I also would love to talk about Cara Dune. She is phenomenal. Character development isn't really there for me, like she kind of went from, like, bad bitch to, like, oh, she's helping out, she's helping the team, like, good for her, but, like, end of the day, kind of, like, alright, whatever. It's, like, basic, general ass, like, it wasn't deep. There wasn't enough deeper meaning there, kind of. Like, I get it, like, her people were, like, slain during a war, and that's, like, her main reason for wanting to do good. So, like, I get it, but let's dig a little deeper, you know what I mean? Let's, like, go for a little more than just that. Her character is essentially the fucking same as Octavia Blake from The 100. Like, I'll put a side by side up because they're like the same fucking person. Now we can talk about Bo-Katan. Now here's the thing though. She's a strong female character in the way that I don't like. Like, I feel like she is so pick-me that it, like, physically hurts. Like, yeah, I get it. You want the fucking Darksaber because, oh, you want to lead the Mandalorians back to glory, whatever the fuck. But get off your high horse. If you don't do it, someone else will. Like, if she truly, truly wants the best for her people, then she will calm the fuck down and shut the fuck up now that the Darksaber isn't with Moff Gideon. Because that dude's a fucking prick. Like, I could have told you that just from looking at him. Like, that's all it fucking took. He is a dick and a half. The Dark Troopers? Oh my god. When that, like, techno type music, whatever, came on and all the, like, steam and their, like, entrance. Oh my god. Good lord. That was a freaking... I don't even know how to describe what that did, but it, like, I forgot how to breathe for a second. With that lady with the curly hair. You'll know who I'm talking about. She is actually the voice of Princess Carolyn in BoJack Horseman. In case you were interested. In case you didn't know that. That is who that is. I can talk about, Fennec and Boba Fett. So Fennec, I kind of, like... she's whatever. I know at one point she, like, died in the desert, or she was left for dead, and then Boba found her. I just also really like saying Boba Fett. And I think her name is Strand or Shard. Fennec Shard. Fennec is a great name, first off. And Boba Fett, you just can't not say Boba Fett. Because it's Boba Fett, right? It's the most fun thing to say. I just like saying all the words. I like all the Star Wars words. Boba Fett, Fennec, Bo-Katan. Is it Bo-Katan or Bo-Katan? I don't know. Moff Gideon, Din Djarin, and then there's fucking Luke Skywalker. Oh, piss off. Fucking name is Luke. That's the dumbest shit.